Hello guys, we are Movie Teller here, welcome back. Today we are going to explain you a romantic black comedy horror-based movie from 2020, titled Spontaneous. I hope you guys going to enjoy the story of this movie, and it has an unexpected ending, that's why you must watch the whole video. Turn on the subtitles, spoilers ahead, watch out. In the beginning of the movie, girl named Mara is seen sitting in class, bored as heck. She drops her pencil and when she reaches to pick it up, the girl in front of her explodes. Blood is spattered all around the room. The rest of the class end up in a state of shock after realizing that their classmate Caitlin has exploded. Her seat is drenched in blood, while the rest of her classmates rush outside, except for her. As the kids run out of the building, Tess finds Mara in front and asks her what happened. She's shocked by the situation as Mara tells her that Caitlin exploded like a balloon. Tess notices Mara's shoes drenched in her blood. Investigators arrive at the scene and gather Caitlin's remaining stuff. They conclude that she was not a bomber because no weapons were found while at the location. After the unprecedented event, Mara and her classmates are taken to a police station and questioned. Mara jokes with the police officer, but he sees through her wit. The students' clothes are confiscated while they shower and change into sweatsuits and make them wait in the station. They gather in a small room in silence until Mara snickers. The rest of the students shoot her judging looks. While the others talk about what happened, several conspiracies come up and Mara tells them that it might happen again. Mara's parents pick her up from the station and embrace her, feeling glad that she's safe. When they arrive, she goes to her room and smokes pot, then gets a text from someone telling her that he have a crush on her. Mara is uninterested, but she replies anyway. They continue texting and she giggles, which helps take her mind off the dreadful event. The following day, the school holds a memorial for Caitlin. Mara and Tess watch as the girl's father takes a sticker from his car. It puts Mara in a depressive state, so she turns to the Dalton twins in chase of a high. Tess is entirely against this idea and tries her best to stop Mara. Later, they're getting coffee and Mara puts all of the mushrooms in her latte. The two of them were friends since they were very young and plan to remain friends until they're old and live in a beach house together. They talk about the girl that died. At that time, Dylan approaches and asks to join them. He flirts with Mara and she realizes that he was the unknown secret lover that texted her before. She asks him why he confessed all of a sudden. Dylan tells her that the incident reminded him that life's too short and he wants to live while he can before it happens all over again. Mara gets sick because of what she drinks and throws up in the toilet. While Dylan holds her hair, she starts hallucinating and tells him about it. He thinks that that's awesome. Her hallucinations continue through the night and he stays with her throughout it. They talk about what happened, saying that they both miss seeing it. Dylan gets her home and asks her to homecoming and Mara thinks of why she should say no but is too intoxicated to decide. It's the day of the homecoming game and the two girls arrive at school wearing costumes. They see that the other students have built a shrine for the dead girl. When Dylan joins them, he recognizes Mara's costume as Carrie. Later, the two of them talk in the library and she makes him tell her the story of how he fell in love with her. He tells her that it started on the first day he saw her and everything grew from there. The day the girl died, and Mara said that it could happen to all of them. Two made him decide to ask her out and stop waiting for the right moment. During football game, two sit together. Mara then tells him that she likes him. In a matter of seconds, one of the players explodes. Everyone at the game rushes to the exit. After seeing a bloody field, Dylan grabs Mara's hand and drags her out of there. They hug behind the sports arena. The new victim's name dominates the news, as the whole town trends with the phrase Covington curse. Another memorial is held for Harry, led by his teammates. The next day, her parents inform her that school has been cancelled indefinitely. That night, Dylan comes to pick her up in an old ice cream truck which he got with his savings. He bought it to make everyone laugh. The two of them go to a school party. There, Mara and Dylan grow closer to each other. They head outside and find themselves alone together. Dylan jokes around to ease the atmosphere and they throw their cups in the air, and after an emotional conversation, moments of sexual tension built up. Mara and Dylan share their first kiss. All of a sudden, they hear screaming from the house and go to check what happened. As they enter the house and sees the blood in the living room, another student has exploded. The following morning, Mara and Tess are summoned by Agent Carla Rossetti, who interviews them about the explosions. Her theories the possibility that one person may be behind all of these explosions. Mara and Tess are clueless as they have no idea what is happening either. Next, Mara heads to the Dalton twins and informs them that Agent Rossetti thinks that illegal substances caused the explosions. The twins let go her crazy remark with a laugh. Mara tells them that she will buy everything from them. The three of them drive to the place where the twins hide their stash. While driving, Joe explodes. Jenna looks at the now empty driver's seat in complete disbelief. She quickly jumps over to the driver's seat and tries to drive the car, when she blows up too. Mara blacks out as the car crashed by the side of the road. Dylan finds the car wrecked, but doesn't find Mara immediately. He sees a bloody handprint and goes to search for her in the woods. Dylan finds her washing up in a river and he hugs her, saying that he thought she died in the car. He's brought her a sweatsuit and called Roasty before he got there. Suddenly, he sees someone in a hazmat suit watching them. Immediately, more appear and grab the two of them away to be quarantined in a medical facility. Mara is in a hospital when a doctor shows up, telling her that they're there to help. She starts panicking, but sees Dylan on the bed next to her. That night, Dylan confirms to Mara that the doctors are indeed doing tests on them. He also tells her that the whole class is in the same facility. They move their beds closer to each other and Dylan romantically asks Mara if she could be his girlfriend, to which she says yes. The following day, the series of tests begin. The government has officially quarantined the entire class. The head doctor questions the students. She asks about the kids that died, about their dreams and emotions, as well as what they want to do in college. Mara replies that she only wants to stay alive. The next day, the class is in a recreational chamber. Mara complains that she's bored and says that they should break out. No one wants to or have already tried, so they start talking about the explosions. Two boys argue if it's a curse or not. Later, Dylan and Mara make out in the shower. Later, a government official shows them a presentation about the search for the cure. Mara questions their methods and is unconvinced about their way of trying to help them. The official gives a cliched reply. Harper backs Mara's claims and says that politicians are useless as they cheer. Harper explodes. Because of this, the kids remain at the facility, while their families wait outside. In the middle of the night, another one explodes while sleeping. Tests are being done in the facility. The parents of the kids wait outside of the facility, and the doctor comes out to tell one of the couples what has happened to their child. The kids keep dying and all of the tests and the drugs they are giving them fail. They all try to live as normal as they can inside, but one after the other, the teenagers keep exploding. Even the doctors working in the facility get restless. The medication that they are being given seems to start working. Everyone in the facility is happy about it. At one point, they release the kids in the custody of their parents. Mara's mom and dad drive her home when she sees that there are no Christmas decorations in the city. The three of them arrive home and they surprise Mara with a Christmas tree. She gets delighted and excited as they add more ornaments in their small living room. She shares a special moment with her parents while they smoke. They all continue to take the medication prescribed to them. On Christmas Day, Dylan comes over to her place and they share an intimate moment together. Whenever they are together, they both feel safe. As if the incidents did not happen, school is resumed and Mara is dreadful about the idea. Tess motivates her to attend, as things are going back to normal. The kids are back to class and their teacher assures them of their safety. Later, Agent Roasty continues to monitor the kids and their health. She has temporarily set up an office in their school to check on them closely. Roasty doesn't think that it's over. For Valentine's Day, Mara decorates Dylan's barn and the two of them have a party there just for them. He tells her that he loves her and she says the F word back to him. They laugh about it. Then Dylan asks her to spend the summer with him if they don't die. The next day, the doctor visits them in their school, explaining the snooze button pill to them. She says that while it isn't a cure, it's a treatment. The doctor asks for a volunteer. Steve steps forward to volunteers and goes in front of the room. Doctor instructs him to do movements. Out of nowhere, Steve explodes. In a matter of seconds, more kids explode inside the room. They stop for a moment and rush outside. Mara and Dylan run together as they make their way out. All of them are running and trying to get out as kids keep exploding. Mara gets left behind and when a schoolmate tries to help her, he explodes too. She finds a door and gets out of the school. She is afraid to be alone, but luckily Dylan comes to her again and they embrace. Suddenly, Dylan explodes right in front of her. Mara walks home covered in blood. She could not even speak or cry. The sight of Dylan being gone under days go by and Mara just locks herself at home. She could not bring herself to go outside and attend Dylan's funeral. Their spontaneous love story has ended abruptly in the worst way possible. She spends her time watching Dylan's old videos and mixing cocktails. She falls into a pit of alcoholism to cope with her sadness. Mara's father just looks at her hopelessly, but he knows that she needs this break. After a night of drinking, she goes to Tess's house to invite her to go drinking. She discourages her from going to school. Tess doesn't know how to help her because Mara has lost all hope. She goes to school, leaving Mara behind. Agent Rossetti comes to help her, but she throws a liquor bottle at the agent's car. Mara is hopeless about her life. She is sure that at any moment she might explode as well. Mara goes to her room and thinks about going to prom, but then enters a message board where other students are talking about the Covington curse. They are calling her the curse and she believes them. It's the night of the prom and Mara is sitting on a swing. Tess joins her and they start talking about their future again. She tells Mara that she's leaving Covington that night. Before she leaves, Tess tells Mara that she'll always be her best friend. Mara eventually makes it to prom, drunk. The atmosphere inside is terrible. Later, she goes up to the stage and says that she's sorry for killing everyone. Sorry for being the curse. Mara says that she hates herself for hurting everyone and then accepts her diploma. Another student says that it is her fault and the rest of them say the same thing. Mara goes to the graveyard to visit Dylan's grave. She misses him so much but she cannot do anything but feel his presence. She lays down on the ground out of misery. Dylan's mother arrives as well and they both lay down. The love that they share for the same person still remains, despite him being gone. They comfort each other in their own ways as they recall memories of him. She comes back home the next day with her parents waiting for her. Mara apologizes to them for her behavior. Her apology is accepted and they embrace their daughter. After a few months, the explosions stop. High school is over. Mara prepares for a new life ahead of her. One thing does not change though. She still continues to take the snooze button before leaving. She takes a last look at her room. Her parents send her off with a hug and she drives away with Dylan's ice cream truck. The reason behind the explosions remains a mystery. They have no choice but to accept that it did happen. By the end of the school year, 31 students had died. Mara lived, even though she doesn't know why. She drives away and for a moment she feels happy to leave the town. She imagines how her life would be in the future and starts to be hopeful again. She comes in peace with the fact that sometimes, at the end of the day, bad stuff is going to happen. That's inevitable. She won't be afraid anymore, because she could die any second and so could you. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the videos on your screen and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this, share this video with others, turn on notifications and like to help the channel out.